Ngayong gabi mga kasloy, this is Mark at Marie Araman. Here's what you need to know on Monday, June 24, 2024. For today's top story, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Sunday that intense fighting against Hamas militants in the southern Gaza city of Rafah is nearly over, more than 8 months into the devastating war. Israeli officials have described Rafah as the last Hamas stronghold in the Gaza Strip, and in early May, troops entered the southern city on the besieged territory's border with Egypt, despite global alarm over the fate of Palestinian civilians sheltering there. The military seized the Palestinian side of the Rafah border crossing, a key conduit for desperately needed aid into Gaza that has remained shut since then. Netanyahu's interview, his first with Israel media since the war began with Hamas' October 7 attack, was broadcast as his defense minister arrived in Washington for talks on the Gaza war and surging cross-border tensions with Lebanon's Hezbollah movement. In other news, Palarong Pambansa 2024 is set to make history by including 2 new delegations, bringing the total to 19 teams for the first time. This year's event will feature student athletes from the National Academy of Sports and the Philippine schools overseas, alongside the 17 regional delegations recognized by the Department of Education. The week-long sports activities will take place from July 9 to 16 in Cebu City. Adolf Aguilar, Assistant Superintendent of DepEd, said this in an interview on Thursday via Cebuanon Channel, the Cebu City Hall's media arm. Aguilar also expressed his excitement and acknowledged the historical involvement of these schools. In other news, at least 4 people, including a minor, were injured after a multi-cab crashed into the sidewalks of the highway in Dalaget Town, southern Cebu on Sunday, June 23. The accident occurred along the National Road in Barangay Tampon at 3:45 p.m., the Dalaget Police Station said. Based on their findings, the vehicle involved was a white-colored Suzuki Carry driven by a certain Joel Santinitigan Soriano, 31, a resident from Cebu City. According to investigators, Soriano was traversing the northbound lane of the highway when he suddenly lost control of his vehicle. Finally, Metro Cebu will continue to experience wet weather for the next 5 days, according to an official from the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or PAGASA, in Mactan. PAGASA Mactan Chief Alfredo Quiblat told CDN Digital on Monday that there is no tropical cyclone or low-pressure area being monitored inside and outside the Philippine area of responsibility. However, the public must always be prepared for the effects of habagat or southwest monsoon or the localized thunderstorms. In Metro Cebu, Cebuanos will likely experience localized thunderstorm from Monday to Friday. That's all for today, Kasilo. You can get the full story at cdn.ph and also social media at CDN Digital. Check out our weekly newsletter on LinkedIn, released every Monday. This has been Morex at Marie Aram. Enjoy the rest of the evening and stay safe, mga Kasiloys.